Welcome to Arcade Audio.
Hello, ho, 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 ladies and germs. Welcome to a special bonus present gifty episode of Dilettante Ball. I'm Johnny Claus.
And I'm Spencer Frost.
There we go.
Yeah.
God, we done did it.
Yeah, we did it.
We watched Santa Paws.
And now we're going to put it into your stocking.
You know the worst thing about all of this?
What?
Now we have to watch Santa Paws every year.
Yeah, well, what sucks is we have to watch whatever each version of their holiday movie for every holiday.
Yeah, it fucking sucks.
Yeah. This movie was insane. The movie ended, like when I was like watching the movie.
Oh, it ended 9 times.
That's what I was going to say. I was like, oh, I guess we're done. And I looked at the time and there was still 24 minutes left. And I was like, how is there still movie left?
Yeah. Well, you know why? Well, we'll get there. We'll get there. We'll just go real quick through.
Can we start? I made you just now pull up the beginning of the movie because the first 2 lines of the movie are insane.
Can I start before that?
Wow.
It is a fucking it's a human rights violation for the Disney castle and theme song to play before this movie.
When I saw that, I was very surprised.
Yeah.
I was like, Disney should have some other label that they put this under. Yeah.
So that it does not like taint
Disney.
Disney. Yeah. Disney World made this.
Disney World.
I mean,
It was
it needs it.
It was so uncharacteristically it was not a Disney movie.
Yeah.
I mean the Christian overtones were bad.
Okay, well, I'm going to skip ahead since you brought up Christian overtones. There's a part towards the end where a bunch of kids are like, they're kneeling down, hands like clasped in prayer position.
Sure.
They're praying to Santa. And they're like, Santa, please, I want the pups to come home. And then one of them ends by saying amen, but they're like praying to Santa. Also, throughout the whole movie, they never refer to them as dogs. They always refer to them as pups. And the only time they use the word dogs is when B-Dog is talking to someone and he calls them, he says, hey, dog.
Calling them pups makes me cringe.
It's
like the word moist. It's like, stop using that word.
Like, it's... Yes, pups is a correct word.
Right.
But please don't.
Look at the pups.
Please don't.
Help us, pups.
Anyway, so after the initial crime against humanity,
yeah, we're watching the movie and what's his name? Santa Paws. He's walking through the snow and he meets up with Santa Claus and they both go to the magic cave where the icicle is dripping. And the first line of the movie is from the dog who can talk out loud. And the dog says to Santa, boys, this icicle, he says like the Christmas icicle is melting at such a high rate. And okay, we're already like, okay, what the fuck does that mean? There is no such thing. That's not a thing. And Santa goes, yeah, it's just, it's too bad that people and their puppies just don't believe it. People and their pups just don't believe in Christmas anymore. That's the first 2 lines. That's how you set the movie up. It's just stone faced as can be.
Speaking of, so I was just as confused as you were when the dogs were talking throughout the whole movie.
Because they're CGI mouths, they actually open and move, but because they're dogs, it looks like they're frowning the whole time.
Yeah. So the dogs can talk, and Santa and the elves can understand, and the pups can talk, and Santa and the elves can understand, and they can talk to each other. And I was like, but can regular people hear them? And then the elf dog, main elf dog, Eddie has a line that says, when Scrooge, not Crudge, we'll get there. When Scrooge is like, what, are you talking? He says, oh, sure, I'm from the North Pole. And we can talk to all creatures if we are from the North Pole. And I was like, thank you, Eddie. You just put my mind at ease. So anyway, icicles melting. And we also live in this movie exists in a universe where humans and dogs have separate but parallel societies with their own traditions and lore and communities.
Why do pups have Christmas? Was there a dog? Was there a pup Jesus? Or is this a purely like commercial?
I think it's purely commercial. That's
Okay.
why they pray to Santa.
Okay.
And say amen at the end. Also, God, so much. I mean, the moral of the movie is presents don't matter. It's being a dope pup to everyone. But the whole time they're trying to save presents. So that like the resolution at the end of the movie is that presents get delivered to everyone.
Do you want to talk real quick about the very problematic voiceover
Everything?
work?
Man, when I sat down to watch this movie, the first thought in my head was,
There's no way it could be that bad.
At least this movie won't have countless racist accents. And boy, was I very mistaken.
Couldn't be more mistaken.
B-Dog is like,
he's the number one offender. Also,
I might argue with that.
You think Buddha or whatever is worse?
No, I think the elf. I think the elf is worse.
The human elf or the dog elf?
The human elf.
Eli, the human elf.
Yeah.
Why is he worse? I don't recall.
Okay, so when he's testing out his like mail truck,
Yeah.
it's like a USPS, which I'm surprised they were able to get like
The
the
licensing?
USPS logo, but it's like, yeah, this is how we get the letters to Santa. And then he's like, let's test it out for all the other countries. Okay, Italy. And it's a little like Italian scooter thing. And
Okay,
it's
like
like,
a Vespa.
oh, buongiorno, I'm in Italy. And then it's like, okay, let's see when we go to New Delhi. And it changes into like what do they call it? Like a tuk-tuk? A
I know
tuk-tuk?
what you're talking about, but yeah.
And then he does like a fucking Indian accent. And he's like, I'm not going to do it,
Yeah,
but he's
that's
like, hey, I'm an Indian mailman. And then at the end, in the like 8.5 minute montage where it's like, hey, we're going to deliver presents to London, England. They only deliver to the capital cities.
Yeah.
London, England, Paris, France, Borat, Paris to France. And then Sydney, Australia, mate. And I was like, okay, great. We're done now.
Yeah.
Oh, no. What was the first? It was like Tokyo, Japan. Please don't do it. Please don't do it. He fucking did it.
Oh no.
Mexico City, Mexico. Don't fucking
No
do this.
way. How did I miss this?
Jamaica.
No way.
And they fucking did it. And
I must have just zoned out during this whole montage.
And it's like when they go to Mexico, instead of leaving cookies, it's like we left out bean burritos for Santa.
No way. What the fuck? How did I miss this?
And then in Jamaica, it's the dog
joints.
The dog is one of those. I don't know what kind. I don't know shit about dogs, but it's like a dog with black fur.
Sure.
That's
it's
like
dreaded up.
I mean, essentially,
Ostensibly.
it's one of those. I don't know. It's a dog that looks like a
Rasta man.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and he's wearing a fucking like tam on his head, like a Rasta colored tam. And B-Dog says, "Whoa, those dreads are like the shiznit or whatever."
Jesus Christ! You're telling me I have to go back and watch this movie?
How did you miss this?
That's what I'm telling you. Like when I was like, oh, the movie's done, and I looked and there was still 24 minutes left, and I just couldn't muster up the energy to like care anymore. It was like, Cruz get his dog. Okay, Cruz got his dog.
But each time Eli announces a new city, he does the fucking accent,
Man.
and it's like, so I think he's the worst offender.
That's
purely
bad.
because he
just has the most.
He runs the gamut.
Yeah. His batting average.
But yeah, B-Dog is like
B-Dog's very bad.
an urban. I mean, he's an urban dog is how like they would market it.
Yeah, but he's like so. It's like a white dude.
It's got to be a white kid.
Yeah.
And then Buddha is like,
He doesn't have like an accent, but he's like co-opting like Asian, and not even Asian, like
Buddhist.
I guess. Like they say the phrase like "that's so zen" like
Yeah.
too many times, and one is too many.
And then Rosebud is just like her characteristic is she's just a girl and everything's pink.
Yeah,
That sucks.
and she's in the movie for like 5 seconds just to be okay. We did a check mark.
Yeah, we got the girl pup.
Yeah, next.
And then what was the other one?
Mudbud.
I
His
mean,
thing is just rolling around in mud. I don't know why they included him.
I guess that I feel like he's the most fleshed out of all of them
'Cause he's a real
He's
dog.
just like actually Butterball is a pretty fleshed out character too. It's like he's just a little naughty and he just likes to eat.
Yeah, sure. He's hungry. He's a hungry baby.
And for whatever reason, he always wears like a jersey, a sports jersey.
He must have a role in Golden Receiver.
Oh, sure.
Is my only thought there.
God.
Maybe Snow Buddy. What's this one? What was it called?
Santa
Santa
Buddies.
Buddies. Maybe this is like the Avengers of all the different movies.
Oh shit! Also, it was so weird because I assumed they each lived with one. They all lived with one family.
Yeah, so did I.
They each had their own family.
Did they?
Yes.
I thought they lived in a mansion.
You did not watch this fucking movie.
Did they not live in-
Butterball lives in a mansion.
And what? They all come over there just to sleep?
No. They would meet up in like they're like, okay, we'll meet up at the park, and then they were like, oh, Buddha was late. That's not very like zen of him.
What the hell?
So they would just like have their own like family get-togethers without their human families. So all the kids who are praying at the end are praying to Santa.
Okay.
It's like each family praying to get
Their own
their
personal
pup
pup back.
their personal pup pizza.
Yeah. I gotcha.
And then there's Stan Crooge, who's the dog catcher.
Easily the best part of the movie.
I mean, Christopher Lloyd was fucking
So good.
professional.
Yeah, he was acting the shit out of his role.
Honest to God.
So good.
And genuinely at the end, he's a Scrooge. S Scrooge. Come on,
God
guys.
damn it.
He like, but then at the end he turns good and he goes with this family. He goes over this family's for dinner, and I genuinely got like, I welled up a little. I got choked up when he's like there and he's like, oh, thank you for inviting me. It's like, oh my God. But I will tell you, the thing that got me choked up repeatedly was Tiny.
I hated Tiny.
I could not handle Tiny.
Tiny's a little tiny dog in the pound.
Tiny Tim.
I hated Tiny.
The first time you see Tiny, he's like a street rat pup.
I thought it was a she.
I thought it was a she too, but I believe they refer to him as a he.
Okay, sure.
But it has like a little baby kitty voice.
Yes.
And
she has the only song in the whole movie, which is like, why is this happening?
The first time that you see him or her, Tiny knocks over a trash can. Tiny's like a gutter dog.
Yeah.
Knocks over a trash can, like a big juicy steak comes out, and Tiny says something like, "Oh, thank you, Lord, for this wonderful blessing," because Tiny's homeless and just wants to eat some steak. And I was like, no. And then over and over, Tiny just talks about like Christmas wish coming true. I was like, I could not handle Tiny.
Well, I'm glad you got some enjoyment out of the movie at least.
I didn't enjoy it. I was like so sad. I was genuinely like sad because it's got like a cutesy voice, and it's just such a cute puppy. I don't even fucking like dogs.
See, that's the thing. I hated her voice. I didn't like that breed of dog. I didn't like the song that got sung. I wish she stayed in the fucking pound for life. Is that the dog that Scrooge got?
Well, the one that the little boy.
Oh, that's right. This sickly little boy. I forgot about him. Also, his dad was he looked like the teacher from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, or Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, he looked. I
was like, why is this guy? Yeah.
And that kid.
That kid was gonna die, but he needed a puppy to live. That was his.
Yeah, it was like my boy's sick.
If he just gets a puppy though.
Also, Christmas time, no matter your economic station, I would say that you deserve a gift. You deserve to be happy.
Yeah.
If you are in a tight spot, a puppy is not a good gift.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
Like the father couldn't afford to buy the puppy because Scrooge was price gouging.
Yeah, he was. But the dad only had 50 bones.
Yeah.
He said, "Here's $50."
If that's all you have, it's irresponsible to get a puppy.
Agreed.
And genuinely, pretty much any other gift I would be fine with.
Maybe he knows that his kid's gonna die, and he's like, all that money
he brings the pup back to the pound.
No,
all the money
he'd been sinking on his dumbass kid.
Sure,
you put right into that puppy.
But I mean, any pet is a big responsibility, and if you don't have the means to take care of it, you
just don't have it.
Yeah, believe me, I know. I've taken my son to the vet several times. In the past month.
And by son, you mean actual cat?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I would watch it again.
I mean, we will next year.
Okay, good.
God, I feel like there was some. Oh, I will say there was one really funny, weird joke.
Oh yeah.
Rosebud at one point gets a new outfit, and she says, "This outfit's so fetch," and it was like double funny because first of all, it was like.
It's tough trying to make it work.
It's not well. It was a Mean Girl. It was Mean Girls. Like fetch isn't gonna happen.
Right.
But they're dogs, dude.
Oh, you're right. Okay. I didn't think about that second layer.
It was pretty good.
Okay.
Pretty good. I'll hand it to you.
The second layer, yeah, definitely did it for me.
Yeah. God. I mean, man, this fucking movie. I don't even know what else to say about it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
We'll unpack. We'll peel back
in the years to come,
layer by layer, year by year. It's on Netflix.
Yeah, go check it out.
Don't watch it.
Do watch it with your family. Huddle around the old turkey. Get some.
But if you've got your own little butterball, be sure to. That actually, Butterball is on the naughty list for eating the Thanksgiving turkey, and they showed like a flashback. It felt like that was from another movie.
Yeah, gotta be.
So where's Turkey Buddies? Yeah, I don't know, guys.
5 stars.
Out of how many?
5. That's a full 5 for 5.
5 for fighting. Happy holidays to everyone from us. You know what I was gonna say? I'm only familiar with like garbage Christmas movies because I grew up celebrating Christmas.
Yep.
If you have garbage Hanukkah movies
Ooh,
or any
yeah.
other holiday, if you have garbage movies, tell us how garbage they are. I don't feel comfortable watching them and making fun of them because I don't.
You have no place.
Yeah. But please, if you have your own garbage movies, I want to know about it.
Yeah.
So
same.
tweet us at Dilettanteball, DILETTANTEBALL, hashtag crappy holidays.
Crappy holidays to you and yours.
Yeah. All right. Smile later. Do you want? I mean, we just gotta.
We just gotta.
Thank you for playing Arcade Audio. Play more at arcadeaudio.net.